antics and you're watching Mariners TV.
Well, John, a 1-0 loss today to Hebburn. What's your reaction to the game?
Obviously disappointed, you know, to lose to local rivals is disappointing, you know, but I thought overall we definitely deserve at least a point from the game, you know.
What was the key to losing that game, do you think, today?
I thought the goalkeeper was there. Goalkeeper made some great saves, you know. He made 4 or 5 saves on the spin in the first half. He made a header. He had another one from Barry Smith, which he tipped onto the post. So if you're asking why we didn't get the result, probably it's a bit of their goalkeeper and a bit of poor finishing from us as well. You know, we've had some really good chances. Barry Smith's had a great chance towards the end there when we were piling the pressure on. We've had to change the system. We had a few injuries there. Stephen Ramsey had to come off early. James Talbot had to go off to work. Adam Ward had to come off injured. So we've had to reshuffle and one and move people about. But I thought the lads were fantastic. You know, I thought the desire, you know, the work rate from the first minute to the last was very good. I thought we were the better team, you know, but you only win games if you take your chances, and unfortunately we didn't take our chances, and obviously they're getting a goal in the first half, you know, which I think we could have done better with. You know, a header at the far post. We've had 2 chances to clear it and it's dropped to their lad. We haven't cleared it and it's dropped to their lad, and obviously he's put the ball in the net. But apart from Hebburn obviously being dangerous from set pieces, I thought we controlled the game.
And it brings to an end like a good run recently as well, doesn't it? But you must be pleased with the way that your team's played over the last month or so.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I said to the lads as well when the game was going on, I said keep on going to the very end, you know, proving that we can score 8 goals. I honestly think we're going to get a goal. And if we're getting one, you know, I thought we could have get another one as well. But yeah, the lads give us everything. Obviously we've missed our top goal scorer today, Paul Kane. He's a big miss. You know, we've missed Adam Sharp as well. We've missed a couple of lads, but it's good to welcome a few lads back. But overall I think we were the better side. You know, you can see why Heburn's up there. You know, I thought they're organised well. They just play at the strength to get the ball forward quickly. You know, they're decent from set pieces, corners, free kicks, etc. And that's the only part that looked dangerous. You know, but obviously when we've had all of our pressure, you know, they've withstood it. You know, that's what I said to the lads. You know, you can see what happens up there. They've had a lot of pressure against them, and they've withheld all the pressure. You know, and they've managed to soak it up, and they've managed to get a goal. They've left with a win and a clean sheet. You know, so credit to them. You know, but overall, South Shields have been the better team today. So it's a bit of pill to swallow that we've came away with not only 3 points but nothing at all, you know.
And Lee Maitland came back today. Is it a boost to have him back?
Oh, he's fantastic. Lee came on, he changed everything for, you know. He gave her a big threat, like, you know. He's big, he's strong, he's powerful, he's got a bit of pace. I just said to him as he walked off there, I think he was the best player in the park, you know, for the time he was on.
Obviously when Ramsey had to come off as well, you had to change the formation slightly, didn't we?
Yeah, we just went like to a 1-1, you know. Obviously we're a 4-4-2. Stephen had to come off, you know, so but I was fully confident in Lee Maitland going up there as a 2 or as a 1, but we actually played him as a 1-1. But I thought he was fantastic. Obviously we had to change the system again through Adam Ward coming off. We went to a 3-5-2 and had to go the last 15 minutes, but again, to repeat myself, overall South Shields have been the better team today, and if we had a little bit more quality in front of goal and their goalkeeper wasn't as good as he was today with the saves he made, I think we would have won the game.
What was your thoughts on how you played when you broke on the counter?
Yeah, I mean, I said to the lads at half time, I think we can be a little bit better. We broke on the counter attack, and the ball came into centre midfield, and I think rather than playing the first pass that we seen, which keeps the counter attack going, we had too many touches and give Hebburn a chance to regroup and get men behind the ball. And then when we eventually played the ball, more often than not it was going to them, and they were actually hitting us on the counter from basically in the first place being us on the counter attack. It worked the other way, you know. So I just thought we could have passed the ball a little bit quicker when we broke. You know, I thought we dwelled on the ball a little bit, and we've got good lads who've had pace. You know, you've got Talbot with pace on the right, you've got Craig on the left with pace, you've got Malloy with pace, you had Lee Maitland with pace, and I just said at half time to lads, we need to pass the ball a little bit quicker on the counter attack, you know, because we haven't too many touches and it's playing into Heburn's hands.
Obviously one of the big threats on the counter for you is Craig, isn't he? I mean, did you feel he was targeted a bit there as well? He got a lot of fouls.
Yeah, definitely. I thought Craig had another good game. You know, he's only a young lad, he's going to get better and better. He's a real one for the future, you know, and I thought he had a good game. And to be fair, you're going to do that when you play against players from the other side that's got pace and they're a threat. You know, you've got to stop them. You know, and you can see Hebburn had about 6 or 7 tasty tackles on him. You know, but full credit to the lad, he got up and he shook things off. But unfortunately, he had that many tackles against him that he had to come off towards the end. So we had to play the last 5 minutes with 10 men. You know, because we made the subs and Craig had to come off. But yeah, I think Craig's going to be a real fine forward. James Talbot, you know, he done well. You know, he got pace. We had pace up top. And I just thought, you know, we could have passed the ball a little bit quicker. Because I said to the lads, normally when you see the first thing that appears to you, that's normally the right thing. And if we had done that, I think we could have made more of our counter attacks.
And David Malloy back from suspension today, replacing Paul Kane. How do you think he did?
Yeah, I thought Davey was fantastic first half. You know, he really put himself about. He's aggressive, he was strong, his hold-up play was good. I thought he done really well. You could see, obviously, he tight towards the end of the game. But I thought overall it's great to have Davey back. Fantastic to have him back. You know, great to have Lee Maitland back. You know, Aaron Byrne back. You know, obviously we've been missing that of late. So yeah, we'll have a few more back hopefully for next Saturday against Thornaby as well.
And David Conroy and Andy Renton came back to the club as well. I mean, how do you think they've sort of settled back in?
Yeah, I mean, Davies came in there. I just said to him there in the dressing room, I thought he was fantastic. He came on there and he kept the ball really well. I mean, he played a great diagonal as well across the field to Malloy when he was caught offside. But Davey does well. He keeps the ball. You know, I mean, the one thing that the problem we had with Davey was his fitness, and he actually came to us and says, "John, I'm not fit enough." So he's been away. You know, for a while he's been away at Jarrow. You know, and hopefully he's getting his fitness levels back up to where they need to be for the Northern League. But there's no doubt he keeps the ball really well. And Andy Renton, he's a threat. I mean, I said to the lad when I brought him back, I says, at the end of the day, Andy, at the beginning of the season you were on our side. You know, you started the first 4, 5, 6 games, whatever it was, for a reason, because he did really well pre-season. So it's great to have him back, and he's another one. He's went away and got games. So yeah, it's great to have both the lads back, you know, as well as the other lads I've mentioned. It just makes the squad a lot stronger, you know, which is what we need.
And Dan Reeves and Abu Salim weren't here today. I mean, what's your sort of thoughts on that?
Yeah, well, Abu's been missing for a while now, you know, and he sent me a text late last night saying he couldn't get, so we've had a discussion, and Abu's on the transfer list now. The same with Dan Reeves. You know, Dan Reeves let me down a couple of times. I've left messages on the voicemail, so yeah, both lads are on the transfer list, and I'll be making Phil, the secretary, aware of that, you know, so they'll be on the transfer list from tonight.
And that was the last game of 2014 as well. What's your sort of look back on that?
Yeah, I mean, overall, that probably sums us up. You know, I mean, this time of the season we've had a lot of good games, and we haven't really capitalised on it. And that was another one today. You know, I think we're the better team. We haven't capitalised on our chances, but overall, you know, the lads have given us everything this season. There's been a lot of times throughout the half of the season that we've played, you know, where we could have done better. But we had a great start to the season. You know, I think we were second or third at one point, and then we had a really tough 6, 7, 8 weeks against top sides and cups and all the teams at the top of the league. We have had a big suspensions there in the middle with Lee Maitland, a big player forward. He was out. We had the goalkeeping crisis. Couldn't really get a goalkeeper, so we had Barry Smith. You know, he was suspended for a while. And also you also had the odd time where obviously you go to games, you have 12 men up at Towlow, for instance, and Berkeley and whatnot. We didn't have a full quota of players, but overall, I mean, the lads have done okay. Should we be a little bit higher in the table? I think we should, with the bunch of players that we've got, and that's something that we'll be looking to do in 2015 is get a little bit more out of all players. You know, maybe he's adding a couple of key areas. I thought Aaron Byrne did very well today. It's great to have him back, but we do need to strengthen with another centre half, because I think if anything happens to Aaron and Chris Slock, we're a bit weak in that department. But overall, the lads have given us everything. Like I said, you know, I think we should have gotten at least a point today, if not 3.
Just finally, the first game of 2015 against Thornaby next week away. What's your thoughts on that one?
Thornaby away. I mean, Thornaby's picked up of late. You know, I think in the top half of the table. I think they're getting a little bit of a backing from some money from somewhere. You know, and they're getting some good players, some good first division players from down the Stockton area. So it'll be tough. But set the lads, if we're in a game, you know, and we do things right, and we have a little bit more quality in front of goal, we're a match for anybody on the day. You know.